could have been made the ostensible object of the conference. Incidentally, it would have enabled Sir Stafford Cripps to acquaint us really with the circumstances that led to this final decision. Let me say again that I make this statement because I feel we have been placed in a position which led not merely to inconvenience to ourselves but also inconvenience to our neighbors, Ceylon and Pakistan. And I think every effort should have been made to avoid the inconvenience that was caused in that way. Now I proceed to tell the House what precisely are the reasons which led us to take the decision we did. I want to make it perfectly clear that although I feel logically on the basis of economic facts there was a case for devaluation both of the pound sterling and of the rupee, I should have liked to face this problem and to come to my decision regarding the problem after a good deal of more deliberation than I was allowed time for. I feel that in this matter I have had to act not on conviction born of logic necessarily, but so to speak by the compulsion of events. I am not happy that I have had to make a decision in those circumstances. Nevertheless, since the pound sterling was devalued, I felt, and my colleagues entirely agreed with me, that there was no other course open to us. I say that for this very good reason. Nearly 75% of the export trade of this country is with the countries in the soft currency areas. Therefore, when sterling was devalued, if we did not devalue, the result would have been that our export trade to these countries would not merely have greatly diminished, but in course of time in certain important directions might have been wiped out altogether. Lancashire piece goods competing with our piece goods in the markets of the sterling area, Ceylon tea competing with our tea in the same area, East African groundnuts competing with our groundnuts, South African manganese competing with our manganese, and so on. The position was really serious and we could not afford to take the risk involved in keeping the value of the rupee at a higher rate when it was likely to lead to these extremely grave consequences for the country. It is not merely that our export trade would have suffered, the dwindling of our export trade would straight away have reacted upon our import trade, because the only way in which we can pay for our imports is by earning foreign exchange by our export to the Western countries. Stop.